which was really good. But having that kind of a demeanor in the beginning to fall from a high place, so that you have a little bit of sort of, arrogance and like, I got my shit together, I'm the man, I'm the bomb, I got all my, and you walk in, why are you pulling me away from the desk? I'm making money. What are you doing? To set you up to fall. I mean, he's telling you that he's working undercover. I mean, what about the side of you that wants to... Why didn't he call you last night? Why didn't he warn me? And so you have this whole thing going on like, well, okay, maybe he couldn't have. Maybe they were listening to his conversation. I don't know. Maybe he could have given you a little piece of paper, or, this morning, like, hey, do this, people are coming. I don't know. But he says they're coming what, now?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Giving you 20-minute warning.
So, I mean, would it make sense for me to want to just, while I'm in shock, want to kill this guy at the same time?
Absolutely.
Just kind of like backstab?
Yeah, I think first you're gonna go through a series of stages, right? You're gonna have first the shock, and first you think he's joking, then it's like, wait, what? And then you're gonna go from that into the anger, and then maybe the rage, and then I don't know what the stages are, but I do think you're gonna be on this sort of roller coaster but I think it's all within the context of shock. And I think again, like, you know what it took us to get you to that place when you played the other role.
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
Yeah.
I do. I remember the work that we did in the weeks over and over, and you breathing and doing the exercise and all that stuff. So, was there a reason that you didn't do that this time? I mean, you didn't have a lot of time, but you still had a half hour.
I think it was because I thought this character was weaker, so he shouldn't be as heightened, but it fell off.
Okay, so how does I'm just asking how you're thinking. How do you equate weak with heightened?
I don't know.
How did those tie together?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
No, it's okay. I just want to follow what you're thinking. Are you thinking because he's kind of weak, maybe it makes him quiet and sort of, internalize more to himself?
Yeah.
So, I'm okay with that. But even if I'm an introvert and I'm sort of containing all of my emotional intensity, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with how emotionally charged I am. Because I could be in a state of terror and be very quiet, but be completely heightened.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's the same thing, the consequences of what you're telling him. Like, how easy is it for you to reveal this?
Yeah, not easy.
What is your emotion?
I chose hysteria.
Okay, that's cool. And your objective?
To man up.
To man up.
Yeah.
And so, what does that mean to you? Like, how do you play
To not cower with him.
Yeah, that's cool. So that would mean the urge is to run away.
Yeah.
The urge is to not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to do it.
Yes.
So is that the fight that you got going on? You have the hysteria and the trying to man up?
Yep.
Okay, I'm cool with that. And I think you're going to have an emotion and objective when you first walk in, and then it's going to immediately change. So what would your very first emotion and objective be when you first...
Disbelief, and then you're going to panic.
Well, let's first start with when you first walk in and he's bringing you into the stairwell, right? Or wherever this... I think you're in the stairwell of the building. I think it's impatience, because you got shit to do. Like, I'm busy. So the more that you can have that attitude, the more fun it's going to be to see you fall. And then... So impatience, and to get this done quickly, to get this over with, like whatever this is, like what does he want to do? Talk to me about some chick? Mm-hmm. The more you can have that attitude, like you're a king, he's a pawn, he's a nothing, and I'm busy. What do you need? Let's do this quick. I got shit to do. The more you can have that attitude, the better. So then he tells you, okay, then it would become disbelief. I think that's where it would change to disbelief after he tells you.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I mean,
What would your objective be?
we keep it together.
I think, well, first of all, I think before we can even get to keep it together, I think it's probably something like to understand or to make sense, to figure this out, like what does he mean, like, and then once you realize that he's serious, then that's when I think your objective could change to not lose it. You know, once the reality of the situation. And would you think your emotion would change?
Absolutely, once it's all sinking in, I would assume that
To what?
it would probably be shock at that point.
Shock. I agree. I think shock all the way through to the end. And, you know, to not lose it can encompass the side of you that wants to kill him, the side of you that wants to scream, the side of you that's just sort of trying to hold back, all that. That can all be within to not lose it.